EA Games. Challenge everything. EA Games. Challenge everything. EA Games. Challenge. EA Games. Challenge. Yoo-hoo! My Shuno!
That's odd. Audio. Well, at least it's fixed now. Very strange. Yeah, for some reason my mic was playing back through like my audio that was on my tablet. I was like, huh? Why is it playing back like 3 times? Like, it made no sense, and I realized, wait a minute. Something's not right in OBS. And I realized, oh. Okay. That's odd, because my mic says otherwise. Free bill. I don't know if we should have free bill on. Nah, just do start life. Okay. Oh wait, that would be. Oh yeah, it's last name. It's ridiculous how I have to remake my character every time. I think everything is working properly. Audio-wise, let me check. Okay. Everything's working properly. Let's see here. Yeah, I have no clue why my mic did that at first. It's just like, it's blinking, and it's just like, okay. That means it's off. Then OBS decided to pick it up right in the beginning of the stream. It's like, strange. Odd behavior. Why does it look blurry? I don't know if that's just my eyes or if that is actually the way it is. I think it actually is blurry. Like, I think there's a bit of smudginess to it. Like, you could definitely tell on the lettering. There's like a buzz almost to it. It's weird how to describe it. Like, you can tell that like the lettering is like trying to stay in, but it can't. Like the accept and cancel buttons don't do that, but like these over here were just like saying your stats and character. Why do they categorize that as cancer? Who in the heck comes up with that name? It sounds like an insult for me. You're just a cancer. What the fuck did I do wrong here? Some different colors. That's an interesting color. Changes. Whoa. Weird. Looks like he's been fucking sweating all day. Just nothing but like dark colored clothing. Like that. Still thinking that's the HDMI. Like, who knows? Probably not gonna fix that for a while. Wow, it's really hard. Like, they don't have much hairstyles at all. It goes all the way to the ball cap sort of thing. So I forget what we have in this. I'm already not liking the design of this. Okay, whatever. Heck it. Let's go with that. Close as I can get. Mashuno! That's
Kunula, Putala Madu.
controller. The way it's designed. It's such a... And it's because of the left analog stick. I just need to remember to get like back in the mood of playing with the controller. So like, you're wondering what I'm talking about here. This stick does not go center, and it has sort of like a grind feel almost to it. And the reason that is because I broke the controller many years ago when I was playing GTA Liberty City Stories. I remember I was like turning the car up like one of the back alleys. Hey, how you doing, Easy on you guy? It's been a while, but it's so funny how the controller is like so jank. And it's because of how much I played video games with the PS2 controller. But yeah, I played like DJ Liberty City Stories. I was going like in between the back alley and I was flipping the car. And as I was flipping the car one of the times, the stick popped out of the socket. So I had to take apart the controller and put the like controller stick back into place and then reassemble it. And ever since then, like the controller works just fine. It's just that the controller stick doesn't always want to sit direct center. It's the only problem, and it has like a little bit of a grind feel to it. Other than that, it's mostly just fine for a controller. It works perfectly fine. Yeah, sorry it's been a while. I was doing some things in the meantime. Oh wait, I need to serve lunch. That's right. Oh wait, no, wait. I'm gonna burn down the house if I do that. Oh, it's been so long since I played this game. Mechanical. So that way I don't fry myself. Anyways, how you doing? Easy out to you, guy. It's been a while since I last seen you, I think. Ooh, it must have been during Subnautica, or maybe Call of Duty. Just repair the TV. Come on. I almost fried my character doing that. But yeah, I was gone just doing some mental health stuff. Just trying to help myself out some. It's like getting so stressed over things like try and take a break. At least I feel better now since I came back. Let's see here. Serve dinner. Alright. Clean up. The way this first section works is so complex. Like, you have to know of the exact timing of things to get through the first area.
Ew.
I don't remember if you have to repair that or not. Is that a goal? No, it isn't. Okay, good. So we can just skip that for concept. Toilet, flush, and then toilet use. Just walking into the bathroom as she's using the toilet. I was like, can I borrow money? Can I borrow money? Because I know, like, once you get to the second house, you actually have to, like, do repairs and stuff. So that's why I had to, like, make sure it's like, do I have to do repairs already? I don't know. Not in the mood to lend you money. Alright, fine. Clean the house. This is why I hate this part of the game. Because she is so tedious just to try to even get money to work. And some extra stuff in the game, you actually have to keep, like, going at a certain pace. Like, there's hidden things that you can get just by going, like, so quick through a level. Oh, come on, game. Just... It's gonna cancel out again. Hate that. But didn't you just use the toilet? My god. This character. Oh, so the character decided to actually just auto wash in the sink for a second, and because I already had the sink ready beforehand, it just decided to take a secondary one rather than just overriding what I had for him. Not in the mood. I hate that. Suddenly just not in the mood. And I don't know why either. Is it just because I'm not comfortable? I don't remember. $340, yes. I'll take that. Borrow money from her. Fuck it. Just claimed it. Where is the bed? This bed. Come on. It won't fit. Okay. Fine. Just sleep. Fucking gay. Oh my god! Now I remember why this was so complex, because she it's a fucking nightmare in the middle of the night. She turned on the radio, she turned on the TV. And that's why I had to always, like, build my own place on the back side. Oh my god, this game. There she goes. She just does not care that you're sleeping. Yet she complains about you being on your hand, your feet all day. Oh, come on, adapter. What the crap? It's not even me that's like cutting it out or OBS. It's literally the adapter just deciding, you know what? Screw you. Kick. Not in the mood. Not in the mood. Well. I still need to borrow 800. Energy fund. Turn on. How do you like it now? Oh my god. How you feel now? I wonder why it's on the rock. I guess it must have been originally on the rock. Look how she just freaking the fuck out and shit. Like she can't sleep. Yeah, here she complains about it. And she turns it on while my character is also sleeping as well. Not in the mood. Well, how am I? Come on. Joy. There. Let's see if that'll get her in the mood. I don't know. It's never been this complex before. Except for the first few times when I've played the game. But that was so many years ago. I'm used to just knowing exactly how to do this. I'm not in the mood. Okay, cool. Turn off and sleep. It's in the middle of the day already. Jeez. Well, at least I know what the hell I'm doing. This already. Have lunch. Come on, get up. Alright, I forgot. There's food sitting right there. Whatever. Get this place on fire. I don't care. Perfect. That's all you need. Find a job. Go. Daredevil, military, taking the job, done. Okay. $115. That was because I stole the the couch sort of thing, and I basically just traded it in for a bed that's lesser value. Okay, let's see here. So this is where it gets even more complex. Oh god. But luckily it's not as hard to deal with. Because you can deal with it like in between going to work and then like coming back. Let's see here. Repairs.
Oops.
Clean up. Clean up.
Ew.
Is there anything? Oh yeah, you need to still repair the TV and the computer. Oh, computer repair and TV repair.
Ew.
Clean up. This needs to be cleaned out every once in a while. It's a randomization. If that will be full, or is it this one? Is this one, isn't it?
Ooh.
I swear this one every once in a while is full. You come in.
Ouch. Help. Ooh. Huh?
Okay, so that you don't need to fix. That you don't need to fix. That you need to fix.
Oops. Oops. Ew. Ew. On a minute. Ew.
Your puppy dog. About to urinate. Where in the heck is for, like, I want to say it's this one? Okay, it is. Just make sure. I almost want to think there's grass beneath that. And services made.
Grab. Bedanım.
Oh, okay, so there's a burglar alarm already. I was just about to be like, maybe I should have put a burglar alarm in. No, not necessary. Wait. Oh, it's in this category. What? I can't see this thing. It's not lighting up. What the crap? I mean, I guess that's worth it. Oh, okay, that is worth it. It's alright. It's hard to see that dang thing. It's like so pitch black. $1,000. Jeez. I don't even remember how I even got that money usually. First off, you don't need this fish. You don't need this. You don't need that. Oh boy. Can I sell anything worth of high value around here? Apparently we need like $6,000 worth to get a brand new thing. Oh right, these chairs are worth like crap tons. $3,000. Well, we don't need multiple sinks around the house. Need that necessarily. Boom. There. And the whole house has been upgraded by a crap ton. Wakes up in the morning. Oh, what's going on? Alright, I gotta go cook some in the kitchen. Suddenly finds out that the whole house has been upgraded. It's like, what the crap? Got a brand new computer, brand new refrigerator. Everything in the kitchen is all brand new. Brand new bathtub. Everything has been replaced. Oh crap, that's gonna arrive in an hour, which means I need to be able to pay the maid. Well, we can get rid of that. Boom. We got enough money to pay the maid. Okay, so I just need to be promoted to level 2. Okay. Which I think actually you need to be promoted to level 3, but whatever. Head. Could work.
Soon.
No. So it's creative, Mac, body, logic. We don't need anything to go up right now. Or is it? No. Yeah, because this is your career area. This is just your stats, your character itself. Like, this is just the personality which you can't change. But then there's a career level. Okay. Now we can add stuff around. Such as that faucet back in. Oh my god, $1,200 for a fucking toilet? You must be joking. Who pays that much for a toilet? My god. Technically, we don't need espresso. We never use it. Talk about expensive shit. You just... Whenever you use a bathroom, you're just like paying up a lot of money. My god. He's like, wow, this is such a nice place, but get your butt in gear. And this is like talking about, like, you're counter opposing your own self when you're saying that to me. It's like you get a positive, then you just get a full-on negative. He just does not care. Like, place looks nice, but get your butt in gear. It's like, I'm pretty sure if the place looks like this much expensive stuff, I'm pretty sure that I'm in gear alright. Yeah, I don't see what we need for the next one. I think it just he needs to be in a positive mood. Okay. So apparently my lawyer had just given me $1,200. Interesting. Uh, let's just let me just head up to bed. I still have plans of doing that Call of Duty game, but I don't know if I'm going to do it in November or if I should still do it here in October. Because I do still plan on playing through that entire game for you. I believe it was you who wanted me to play that, Finest Hour. Although I think what I might do is just play the GameCube version instead. Just play that like on the emulator and just be like, fuck it. Go through the entire thing. Let's see, the ladder. But yeah, I think it's either I'm gonna do it this month or next month. I know I have games that are planned next month. I also have certain games I'm looking into for this month. It's like horror and certain games that are mainly like for October. So that's gonna be a little bit tough to fit in a lot of stuff. Is that all? Okay, wow. Um, Might as well just everything at maximum stats if I can. Walk, jog, or run. Well, we don't need to do that currently. Hunger, hygiene. I think I'm just gonna have them do breakfast and then take a bath. Because I think my character is just awake so early. Yeah, that's what it is. So what time is it? Like 5 o'clock when we start, apparently? I think I could just do this. Okay, 6 a.m., but 5 a.m. for when we actually have to head to work. He's just like pacing around in his, or his living room, just like, when do I go to work? I think we should add in some extra cooking materials. Remember there was like a toaster oven. Ah! What are you doing screaming for, Jade? Have you been in here before, Jade? I don't know if you have. Oh crap, that was my adapter just clicking in and out. Don't mind that. I don't know if it's my HDMI cable do that or what, but don't mind that. Every once in a while it will do that, just click in and out, or just like acts like it's if there's no signal, but there is. It just does it for a split second. It's very common, but it's not like where it's annoying necessarily. But welcome on in. Trying to see how far I can get in this game. Let's see here. I forget. We have the grinder. We have the microwave. Is that all we need? I think so. Ah, what is it? I see you're just adding me, but I don't know what you're adding me up for, but okay. Oh wait, weren't you here during Subnautica? I don't remember. Now that I think about it, did you come here during Subnautica? I might be wrong. It's been a long while, I'm sorry. It might have been Medal of Honor, I don't remember. Are you new here? I have no clue. I almost want to say you did come here during Medal of Honor, but I'm not sure. Oh, crap. I do remember a Jade being here. Just don't remember which one it is. Oh crap, you gotta do body work? Oh great. Run. Run in that dang thing! Run him to death! What is that emote? I don't even know what that is. Sharks? Oh, were you here during Raft? Is that how you came here? I don't know. Because you're doing sharky mode, so that's what it looks like. So I don't know if you came here during... Does that means came during Raft? I have no clue, but whatever. I could be wrong. I have no clue. Okay, so jog then? Jog yourself to death. I don't know. Dang character. I have no clue if this is your first time here or if this is... If you've been here before. I swear. There was a Jade. I think it's for time return to Sims. Yeah, Sims 2 is pretty good on comps. I mean, Sims 1 is good on PS2. Sims 2 I have, but I've never played it. But I've only played the PC version. Sims Bustin' Out, however, I almost want to say it's the best Sims game ever. However, Sims Bustin' Out, I would rather play it on the emulator so that way I could probably try to do online with it. However, I think I might even be able to do online with it on console as well. I just need to get like an Ethernet connection set up with like another network sort of thing, and then I can get it to work. It's highly complex to reverse engineer like the what is it? The internet of how it works in the PS2. Because back in the day, it was just like is actual like service that was always running, where now you actually have to redirect the network itself, and it's so complex. Oh, thanks for the follow there, dude. Now, certain games like, what is it? Star Wars Battlefront 2, I can literally just hook it up to my computer, and I can play Star Wars Battlefront 2 in the PS2. Even online as well. What are you teaching about RDR? Do you mean think about RDR? So, Red Dead Revolver, I love. Red Dead Revolver, we beat. Ooh, must have been a few months ago that we beat it, but I played it so many times and beat it. I beat it through the second time we get dual Scorpion revolvers. I beat it completely like that second time, and he beat it third time. Love the game series. Red Dead Redemption, I loved it. We beat it. We beat Undead Nightmare as well on stream on the PS3. That was a fantastic series to do. I almost was going to do online with Turkey at one point in time. Turkey's like one of the people I hang out with on Twitch every once in a while. But yeah. Yeah. We were going to do online at one point in time, but my PS3 just like decided, like, you know what? Screw everything. So it's just like I can't do Red Dead Redemption Online anymore with them. Fuck. Okay. But Red Dead Redemption 2 I hope to eventually get. I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 recently on the PC, but my PC just doesn't like it, and also apparently the game has a crashing issue during the intro. No clue why. Like, yes, sure, my computer might be struggling with playing the game, but that doesn't explain why suddenly I have a crash in that one moment of the game, to be exact. Like, it starts out, I'm, like, on the horse in Red Dead Redemption 2, and, like, in the snow and everything. And that I get through just fine. But then, like, once you get out of the one house area, and then it's, like, it's supposed to do the little, like, little cutscene area where you're supposed to meet up with, what is John's, wife? Abigail. Yeah. You end up seeing Abigail for the first time, and she's worried about her husband up in the mountains. It goes to the cutscene where they're going up the mountain, and then suddenly the game just like freezes up or crashes, and I don't know why that happens. So what I might have to do is buy it for PS4, so that way I can play it that way. Because I would love to play Red Dead Redemption 2, but unfortunately, PC version just hates me. Like, sure, yes, I have a crappy computer for that game, but still, like, it doesn't explain why it crashes during that cutscene. If I can play all of those before that, sure, I had a slow frame rate, like, around, like, 20 or 30 FPS on it, but still, like, it doesn't explain that particular crash in that scene. Unless it's a graphics card dependent thing for that scene. Then that might make sense. Like, maybe it's an architecture thing due to the graphics card. I have no clue. But, yeah. Hopefully, eventually, I can play that as well. But I do love the Red Dead series. I own Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption with Undead Nightmare. I've beat on the channel. Both the games. As a matter of fact, I beat Red Dead Revolver in one stream. We did, I think it was 7 hours, or maybe 8 hours of the live stream. Just non-stop. From start to finish. That was great. It was almost like my world record for that game. Because usually it takes me like a day or so, or maybe two, on average, to beat the game. But that time, it was just like I'm flying through the game. First time playing on stream. Freaking great. And then Red Dead Redemption, I think we just took it casual, sort of. But we did put a lot of hours into it. It was ridiculous. I think we did it within, ooh, 5 days, and then we did Undead Nightmare within a couple of days, I want to say. So, overall, together, it was about 7 days to do Red Dead Redemption with the Undead Nightmare DLC. So yeah, that was lots of fun. I do trash. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption is one of the best games that are out there. I don't know of really what to say of what is actually better though. It's like it's a very hard decision to make because you got Hitman series, but then you also have the Red Dead Redemption series, and it's just like, oh no, this is a hard one to pull yourself between. But the reason why I choose the name that I went with is because the history behind of like what I have for the name. And it's because of the history that goes behind my own self. So if you ever played like Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Revolver, you know that Red Harlow has a Native American background. Well, so do I. I have some of a Native American background. I want to say like 3 generations back, maybe a little bit more than that. But yeah, there's that, and there's so many other things as well that go along with the name. So it fits with me so well. But also like, the funny thing is when I was in high school, or maybe it was in middle school, people were telling me that I looked like John Marston so much because of my long hair and the fact that I had like almost like a full-on beard at the time and everything. And the funny thing is, when I first started live streaming, I wasn't using my camera for so long, and then like for one day when I did, Turkey comes by into the chat, and this is so many years since I haven't even heard this one come to me at all. Turkey, like the first thing he does when he looks at me, he's like, "You look like John Marston's." Like, that's been so many years since I've heard that, but that's amazing. I can fucking hear that. Like last time I heard that compliment was when I was in high school. Oh, it's so cool though, just to have that. Adapter?
Bedenim. Ground.
Yeah, I'm literally just capturing the PS2 itself through an adapter. But I think the reason why it blacks out is the HDMI cable, which I just need to replace that. Because I'm just using the one that came with it. Hydraulic coat of arms. Oh. Nothing you'd use. Okay, anyways. But yeah, there's so many different things that come with the story behind the name. Why I even keep it? It just fits so well. See here, bladder. Oh boy, someone needs to remove all their bladder. Okay, time to remove literally everything from existence. Okay. I'm watching spam as everything just eradicate from existence. Why is that not selling? There it goes. Everything just evaporates. It's when I multi-select something is it fails, because it's just like, I'm just clicking both X and square at the same time. And the reason why I'm selling all this crap is because just how hard it is just to move around this house. So it's a lot better just to shrink it. Because all the crap that you gotta do around here, plus freaking Dudley, or whatever the hell his name is so annoying to deal with. And you could easily, like, fail the game. I've done it a few different times. I'm just like, oh, crap. Because he's just such a dick, he doesn't even try to go to work or anything. Yeah, I'm literally just hitting X and square as everything just eradicates. Oh, because I have another phone. I was like, why is this nothing being sold? It's because it's another phone. I don't know why we need 2 phones. I thought it was a mandatory to only have 1 phone. Probably wondering how in the hell I'm able to do this so quickly though. Because of how many years I've been playing games, but also because I got so much interested in speedrunning games over time. Mostly like Ocarina of Time, and what was it, the Hitman series. I guess like most every single Zelda game I enjoy speedrunning, but the most common I find myself like being interested in is like Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, and the whole Hitman series. So just like I am so used to like button mashing, because like with Ocarina of Time you actually have to like button mash A and B right in the beginning of the game. Just to like skip past so much of it. My god, that's a lot of money I just made just by selling off the entire house, basically. I also don't know why the door won't be sold. I think someone's trying to use a door, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I usually would beat games around here for like within 1 stream. Now, there's no guarantee I'll beat this game within 1 stream right now, but at least I'm making some effort at it. Like, I think if I ever were to beat this game in 1 stream, I'd really have to have everything down to the absolute marks, because, like, I don't use saves at all on PS2 until, like, I'm gonna get, like, a new memory card. Then maybe I'll use saves. Also, how in the world is this over here? Sell that. Wait, can you not get rid of the fence? Apparently you cannot get rid of the fence. Interesting. Okay, never mind, you can. You just have to go over to the fences instead. It's like, is this suspicious? Why can I not get rid of the fence? Okay, now we can just shrink down into a fucking small room. I don't know if we need that big, but let's go with this. now as a starting spot. Let's see here. Where should we start? Let's just start with toilet stuff, so... Oh boy. We're gonna need like 2 toilets on like different sides because this guy likes to fight over them. Oh boy. Let's see here. What can I do? Can I do? What the hell was that from? I don't even remember what that game was. Something. Oh, Rhythm Heaven Fever. That's right. I've never played that game, but I've seen so many times of someone playing Rhythm Heaven Fever. Oh, that explains why I can't put down the wall. Dude's just standing there. Well, I guess I can put that in later. Yeah, I was just wondering. Wait, something's not right. Why can I not put something here? Might be wondering why I'm using these beds. Have you ever looked at the static or the info on it? It's literally the most energy and comfort that you can get. If you use like the normal bed, it's 6 comfort and 7 energy. If you use this, it's 7 comfort and 7 energy. But also the most expensive bed. Wait, what? That's weird. Oh, right, because that uses more room. That's why I never used it. So it has 9 comfort and 10 energy. Why does it not work that well then? It makes no sense. It should be working as the best bed ever. Maybe... I don't know, like, I was gonna say maybe it's not as comfortable, but like, 9 comfort. It's weird, because this is always, I've always found as the best working bed. Maybe because of the room. Oh, you know why? Yeah, because the room spacing. And because this is a double bed. And not always will 2 always sleep in the bed. That's why. Oh boy. Plus, I'm always like usually dealing with only 1 sim at a time. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see here. Alright, I have to make... 2 separate bathrooms for God knows what reason. Because of this guy being greedy as heck. Okay. So that was weird, it just wouldn't let me place it down. It was just like... That's suspicious. Why is it doing that? There it goes. Just need to lock it in place. There. So that way they can access it, because like they have to access this corner here, turn it on. That looks so stupid. Just the chair sitting in the other room. Alright, now time to freaking make everything expensive as feck in here. Because I've sold so much crap that what's gonna happen is when I get out, it's gonna freaking cost me so much as well. Oh boy. Alright, we'll need a smoke detector as well. In case if one of these two idiots decide to light this place on fire. Where did I put the phones at? You have to go all the way to the end of the lot just to enter the phone. Probably wondering, why is there like a weird jank wall here, sitting in the middle of nowhere? I don't know. Came with the house. Now, what could be so gosh darn expensive you can fit into a small space? It's something worth like $5,000 to stick in there. What is this? Oh, it's for kids. It's a freaking playground set. It looks like a trash pile here. Is there anything that we still need to stick it? Oh, a sink. How expensive a sink can we get? $500 one? Well, let's do the $400 for now, I guess. Don't know if we can use that, Matt. But hey, we'll find out. Oh yeah, I forgot. These things are freaking ridiculously expensive. Perfect. Put a grandfather clock in. In fact, let's put 2 of them in. Oh, you can't fit 2 of them in. Okay. Because I don't have enough money. But, hey. I mean, that'll work. The house is probably pitch dark or something in here, but I don't care.
Ouch!
The ominous door that's sitting in the middle of nowhere. Oh wait, did he get out the food? I don't know. Or wait, no, he ate it. Okay. Just like what? What happened to the food that he just stuck in there?
Ow! Oh.
Alright, I can already tell that we're gonna need a maid. This guy.
Beden. Bedenum.
Like, look. Fucking just throwing trash everywhere. Fun. I like how you're just telling me to get out of the bathroom. Yeah, I'm just trying to just use it. Look, it's a tight space. Not much for room, though. Not much for room. Love it. Burglar could just probably walk right in the front door. He's like, oh, cool, I found it. I found a hidden way in. And starts walking. Apparently the roof does not matter, though. That's good news. Ladder. Okay. Well. Surprised he hasn't used the TV. Maybe he has, I just haven't noticed yet. What was that? Something like an insult. Who are you? Oh. Couldn't tell, it's so freaking dark. I wasn't sure if it was Mimi, because I think you can meet Mimi in this game. Mimi is also in Bustin' Out, but I don't think anybody noticed her until Bustin' Out. Game? Or it wasn't even the game itself, it was just the adapter just being dumb. I seriously think it's the HDMI cable though, because I have a dedicated, like, USB cable that goes to it. I know it's not that. So, it has to be the HDMI cable, and based off of the things that happen, it's never actually done blue, rather than doing just black. So I think it's the HDMI cable at that point. Because when it's the adapter from the power, the USB, it would do blue. Which it hasn't done blue. That would mean it's HDMI. Nice mind, and it's probably the adapter itself. You can stop freaking out about the fire. Put it out. Wow, looks like the fire department came in. And that is why you keep a fire alarm nearby. Because in the beginning of the game, you're supposed to make, what is it? I think it's at least 2 mechanical and 3 cooking? I'm not 100% sure. But I believe that it's like cooking. That's not me, so that's him. Go to work.
Try that.
Yeah, because if you don't do 3 cooking, you got that problem there where he just sets the place on fire by chance. But I also don't take much concern to it because I also have Dudley there. They're just like, okay, well. Like, well, it's either gonna be me or it's gonna be Dudley that's gonna be making the fire. Okay, what's wrong with this bed? Is it broken? Okay, now it's letting me. Oh, I was wondering, like, where did I just hear a scream from? I'm just sort of waiting for his ride to come along. Oh.
Try that. Soon.
The reason why I did to cancel is because he was trying to get to the refrigerator. Like, there's no time for that. And he comes in, what the fuck happened in this place? Whole place is gone. One day, the next day, it's just small, and it's trash. Ooh. Is he complaining that he can't sleep, yet there's a bed right next to him? Look, you go ahead and sleep on the floor all you want, buddy. Man, that grandfather clock is just going wild. Okay. Cabinet. I need charisma up to 2 in order to go up to the next part. I think this is like the most hardest struggle part of the game. Because I believe you actually have to party and then like eventually like get out with somebody, which is very difficult to do. Okay, let's try to get everything back up and running. Character, because we're gonna need completely green in order to get a promotion. Oh, looks like Deadly's been up. Okay. The reason I knew about it before I even looked at him was because its time was going so fast and then we were just like, oh, interesting. Let's take a look over here, and sure enough, he was on the computer. Odd. Nobody's using this bathroom over here. Yet there's a straight path to it. He's streaming about the computers. To be fair, I don't blame him. I'm streaming about my computer every once in a while. That's only because I built mine. It's like, what could be the potentials that I could push with this thing? That's basically what it's like for me. It's not even like, oh yes, I had something great PC. No, I'm just like, what could possibly push, because that's mostly what I struggle on. Like when I'm sleeping, I'm just like, okay, what in the world could I possibly do the next day or possibly like down the road? I'm just thinking rather than fucking sleeping. It is a weird conundrum, I know. It's just like, what? How in the world can someone sleep like that? It's just is the way I work. It's just like, I'm always thinking ahead of things. It's like, wonder what video game I could possibly play tomorrow or something like that. Okay. Are you seriously ignoring going to work? Even though you just got a promotion? He's streaming about the clock.
Ow! Ouch! Oh. Ouch! Ouch!
A random screaming on the TV as two cars just move side to side. God. What do we have to do? Let's go over here. That is not me. I did that. Oh, goodness. There's that. Oh, we're sleeping apparently in the same room. Yeah, well, I just have to wait for it. Get to bed. Go to work. 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 Surprisingly, no billing yet in the game. Very interesting. I don't know. Done everything. She didn't make the bed. Maybe she just couldn't find her pathway to it. I don't know. Because Dudley was using this one. I was using this one. I think we can find the path to this. Let's see, get promoted to 5. Well, we came here, we got promoted to 4, so now we need to be promoted to 5. Okay. So a raging party and move out with one of the friends. Not for go to buy mode. Well, no problem. We can buy another one of those grandfather clocks. There's 2 grandfather clocks in the house. What happened to all our money? It went into the grandfather clocks. I just keep being pushed out of the house by Dudley. The crap. Oh my god. Oh, $600. Cool. Oh, calm down. Try again. I'm sorry. Why are you failing now? You didn't fail the first time. But now you're just skidding off of it. You're literally skidding your knees on this darn thing. You were just fine on the first point for it. But now you're just skidding your knees every single time you use it. There's another bathroom. God. Can't even put it in here. You can't even do that. You can't even do that. I think if you were to even tell him to pick it up, he wouldn't. You just tell, he'd be like, you tell him to pick it up. Check it out. Again, just throws it on the floor. Oh, apparently my guy also throws it on the floor. Can't even put it in the dishwasher. It's right there. To be fair, it's hard to see. It's completely black, but you can still see the microwave that's sitting on top of it, so you can at least remember that's right below the microwave. Oh my god. And you, there's a freaking bed right in front of you. What can I do for the last hour? Let's have him jog to his death. Well, he didn't like that. Well, time to go to work. It's like your average every day, just like, fuck, I just want to get something done. And then COVID hit, and it's like, okay, now what the fuck do you do? Even though COVID is counted as over somewhat, COVID is still technically around. The struggles with the recovery is still happening. Just having fits in his sleep. Again, should he even bother with the bed? I think it's because she has to be on the right side of the bed, which you can't get to the right side of the bed. Uh-uh. You were just fine. You were in green, and now you're in red for some weird fucking reason. Well, go ahead. Do your thing. He's like, I don't know what to do now. He's like, trying to take over the toilet that I have. This is a really wait. I have a toilet over here. Fucking runs off to it.
Ouch.
Did he ever make a blender, now that I think about it, in any of the Sims games? Because I think if they would have put it in the Sims 2. I don't remember if they did in Bust Now. But I wonder if they ever used the blender in any of them. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen one blender in The Sims at all. So I played The Sims Bust Now, The Sims 2, and The Sims 4. Although I don't remember a blender ever being used. Maybe there was one in The Sims 4, I don't remember. Fun you can do over here. Sorry, what? Who is this nightmare? Game? I think it's my stick. Talk to you. I mean, okay. Who be talked to? Oh, I couldn't even see her. She was right next to me. That's fucking terrifying at first. Wait, that's not Mimi. It's Fran. What? Oh, yeah, that's not Mimi. I'm just like, what? Because Mimi is like lighter skinned. Yeah, that's not Mimi. This thing. Yeah, because Mimi, she's hard to spot. Fran is a bit different. Just like wondering, what in the fuck is Mimi talking to me? Such a thing. And it's not even Mimi. Is she trying to insult me to death? Well, I guess I'll sleep here. I got her to leave. She had me trapped in, just insulting me. It's like, alright, fuck it, I'm just gonna fall asleep right here on the floor. To be fair, I've slept standing up before. So this doesn't freaking bother me. At all. Like, no joke. It's ridiculous how I managed to do it. I somehow managed to sleep standing up, which makes zero sense to me. But yeah, what happened was I was so tired trying to move stuff around. Can't remember how old I was. I must have been 17, maybe a little bit younger than that. And I was so busy, and it was so hot in the room. And it just like, I got so tired. And eventually what happened is I fell asleep, standing up. And I wake up, I'm just like, well, this is odd. The weirdest shit ever for me ever to sleep in. Ugh. Like, I could sleep on the floor and all sorts of other strange places, but me standing up and sleeping is the most fucking weirdest shit ever I've done.
Sul sul.
He's just literally there just for Dudley, just to fucking clean up that room. She walked up to the bed, but she didn't do worth crap. She just walked up. Look at her. She's like a fucking psychopath. Just fucking rampaging through the houses, going boop, 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 fucking ping pong, walk. Going in between here and here and here, and then she go around, and then come right over here, and come back over here, ding, 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 walk outside, ping pong around this bed again. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, she's just ping ponging around the house. Tried to fix the bed. She still hasn't. Yeah, she kept ping ponging around the bed.
Ouch.
Oh, that's too good. She can't even, like, do it even. She's just like ding 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 ding. Nope, not touch the bed. Ting 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 ting. Nope, not touch the bed. Ting 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 ting. Just fucking going outside. All this shit. Doesn't even touch the bed once. Not even once. I'm really starting to think it's because she can't get to the right side of the bed. She can only touch the left side of the bed. So because it just bugging out on her. Oh. Did you just seriously try to push me away from a computer? Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's because she can't touch the right side of the bed, and I think that's where you have to make it at. So what's happening is she just jumping around. She just doesn't know what to do. These are errors is happening. Just like his error is happening when he's trying to get to his bed. It's like, buddy, your bed is over here. The one bed that nobody will dare touch.
Sul.
Oh, I don't know if that heavily impacts it or not, but I'm gonna try. The moment he comes home, he's like, fuck this. Nope, don't feel good. What is it? Is it social? I think it's social, but not 100% sure. Excuse me, but I'm trying to use the bathroom here. Ew. Carpool will arrive in an hour. Well... Welcome back, J-Mac. I don't know if you can call me J-Mac, not some mac and cheese, man. You know, yes, I do like mac and cheese. What are you doing, Benny? I don't know what you've been up to for the last day or so. I know you were up to some Schumacher when I first checked in on you, but I have no clue what you've been up to now. I've been busy trying to get stuff ready for streams. Are you? Oh, it's me. Okay, I'm just wondering Why is it honking like that?
Sul sul.
I was just like, is he just ignoring work? Or what's going on here? Realized that my ride was over here. Mac. Max, slang individual. Using verbal languages. Oh, I haven't heard that term in years. I know what you mean now. It's been like, what was it? Since, well, probably the 90s or the 80s since that term has been used. Sorry. Yeah, because when I'm used to hearing those terms, it's usually from the 80s or some shit like that. Now, yes, technically I wasn't born in the 80s, but I grew up around like a lot of adults and stuff most of the time. It wasn't really much hanging around with kids. Even though I did hang out with kids from time to time, it just that oddly enough, my hobbies were mostly towards like the old ages, like the 60s and shit. So like I know a whole bunch of the old terms and stuff like that and knowledge from back then, so just like I knew of stuff like that, like Mac and stuff like that. But there's so many other terms too as well. And it's just like, okay. And then most of these days you don't hear that term. So that's a fucking long time since I've heard it. Like most of the time it's just like stuff from the 80s you'd hear that term from. And it's like someone had to have grown up in the 80s so you hear that term from them. Like I was born in the 90s, at the edge of the 90s, bear in mind. That reminds me. When did Ocarina of Time come out? I might have to check and see when the 25th anniversary comes, because that's going to be coming up soon. No doubt about it, because I do know it's like a month or two after my birthday, which means, yeah, that we're both going to be 25 years old. My god. Let's see here. Ocarina of Time. When did Ocarina come out? Ocarina of Time. 64. November 21st. Okay. Looks like we're gonna be playing Ocarina of Time on the 21st of next month. Oh boy. Because that's when the 21st or 25th anniversary is gonna be. Because technically I'm already 25, but it's gonna be like within like a couple or not a couple months from now, but like next month is like when Ocarina of Time becomes 25. So at that point we'd be around the same age. Energy. Yeah, maybe. And Ocarina of Time was the game that actually got me into gaming. Because what happened was, what was it? The very first game I ever played was Tomb Raider. I believe actually it was Tomb Raider 2 on the PS1. But it was more of just a hobby I was picking up. It was just like a thing, not exactly a hobby at the time with Tomb Raider. It was just like a thing to do. Sort of like how a board game is just like, it's a thing I can do, but like, what do I do about this, you know? It's like, cool, I found something I could do, but, you know, what do I do with it? And then it's just like, I explored some other games at the time that was on the PS1, and just like, it wasn't that much fun, really, to me at the time. It just is like a thing to take time through it. And then Ocarina of Time, I saw that at one point. Someone was playing it in like the living room, and it's like, what in the world is this? This looks fantastic. It looks great. The graphics are groundbreaking and everything. And I see someone like riding a horse or like doing rolls and dodges, like in Kakariko. I'm just like, I want to play this game. So eventually, I got a Nintendo 64. It must have been 5 or 6 years old, and that's when like gaming really hit for me. Because then there was, what was it, GoldenEye on Nintendo 64. They had fantastic graphics. Like, to me, like, back then, the PS1 was a high struggle just to play with. Because there wasn't any, like, simple games you could play at the time. Plus, the graphics were just, like, so jank to me. Even like, when I was playing, I'm just like, this just does not look good. Yeah, there's a game that I'm playing, but like the graphics are like so buggy to me, like the way they were like appealing to me. It's just like you could tell that certain items it almost looked like they didn't belong, but also like some like a lot of it was grainy, and like the way the background was, it was like a flat freaking background. You could always tell with PS1 games, and it made no sense to me. And so it's like I just never enjoyed the PS1 when I first had a PS1. It just was like not any good. Not good at all. Like, I think I even played Crash Bandicoot at the time, and I just like not liking it because of the ridiculous difficulty of it. And it just like, sure, the game looks somewhat good, like even in the underwater levels, but the difficulty, my god. Trying to play those games as just starting out was ridiculous. But then Ocarina of Time comes along and it's like, yes, this is a game worth playing. And then I played GoldenEye, worth playing. DK64, it was like a cool game to play at the time, but it was so difficult. That's why also like Super Mario 64 was just a wrecker for me. It was just a record. That's why I just didn't play Mario games most of my life. It was just like, I went to play Mario 64, and it was just like, this isn't fun. I'm just constantly dying here, and it doesn't explain how the fuck I play this thing. So at the time I'm just like, okay, you know what? Whatever, I'm just gonna go off to something else. And it's just like a very few games I'd be playing at the time. And then eventually got the GameCube, which I started out with Sonic Heroes, which that game was ridiculous hard. I still have not beaten Sonic Heroes to today, but then there was like so many games on that console for the GameCube that was such a huge uprise for me. Like the Harry Potter series, so many great games. And then I got the PS2, and it's like, yes. That was the high point of my life. The PS2 and the Xbox 360 were the main two high points of my life. Like, those were the two systems I played the most. But I think after, like, the GameCube, what was it? Yeah, I got the PS2 after the GameCube. And then I got the Wii. The Wii was somewhat good, but only because of the Zelda games. Oh wait, hygiene, because I've been smoked to death from the fire. But yeah, because like the Zelda games at the time, it was like, okay, cool. I got to play Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, a little bit, and then 64. And then, was the GameCube, I played, I'm not even sure if I played Wind Waker yet. I don't remember if I did. No, I didn't play Wind Waker yet. That's right. I didn't play Wind Waker until after I played Twilight Princess. That's right, yeah. Which I played Twilight Princess on the Wii. That was freaking absolutely groundbreaking. And then there was Skyward Sword, which I still say is like one of the best Zelda games out there in existence. But Majora's Mask still tops it all for like Zelda games. It is number one. Even though yes, it's on N64, but like the mechanics of it was so groundbreaking. Like everything was a timed event. The mask you could use to like be a different character. You'd have all these powers and everything. It is like groundbreaking. The soundtrack is so good. It has its own horror elements and everything. And it just felt so good to speedrun. The 64 was better. The PS1 32 bits better. I could somewhat agree on that, yeah. But I think the main reason why some of the consoles like didn't get like the complete hype at the time was because of how expensive the games were on the 64, because it's all cartridge based. All purely cartridge based. Where the PS1 is cracked open like very early, where people could just like burn disc and shit, and like the major point selling to the PS1 was discs were cheaper to buy, okay, just to even buy for the game. So it's either to sell cheaper in the stores as well, but also with that point, there's much more storage for developers to use. Like Final Fantasy had multiple discs, and so many games were made with that system. And the N64 had so much of a limitation because it was a cartridge base, and at the time, well, it was like 128 megabytes. I think you could use at maximum, and that's if you were to use 64DD as well. Otherwise, you just use 64 megabytes at maximum, but most cartridges are around, I don't know, like 16, maybe a little bit less than that for megabytes. So it's a huge struggle for developers to use that system. I think CD could fit nearly 400 megabytes. I'm trying to remember how much it could fit. Oh crap, I need to go to work. That one. Okay, whatever. As soon as I get my character. Okay. I'm trying to remember. It's 700 and something megabytes, actually. According to what I remember, what CD could handle. Yeah. Maybe 800 if you're lucky, but I'm not 100% sure on 800. But 700 I do remember being a common number. Somewhere around there. Now DVD, that was maybe at 3 gigs in the beginning, but it eventually went up to like 4.6 gigs that they could have, and then it was just like dual layer and everything. It's like, okay, cool, now we got like all this extra data that we can use. And then now we have Blu-ray. Just like 40 gigs or more on a disc. What's interesting is when the PS2 first came out, is some of the games were on CD rather than DVD. So like this game, which is The Sims 1, that is a CD-based game. However, it is designed just like the PS2 games look on the front cover of it. But the actual disc itself is CD. Because the way they were doing stuff in the beginning of the PS2. But eventually, yeah, they went over to DVD and everything and utilized that as well for games, which is pretty cool. Because there's a lot of great games that came out on the PS2 are pretty big. Destroy All Humans was one of the best games out there on the PS2, though. Because there's Destroy All Humans, and there's Destroy All Humans 2 on the PS2 as well. Then there was Big Willy Unleashed, but that was a Wii exclusive. And then there was Destroy All Humans Path of the Furon. On 360, I believe. Anyway. Okay, for... Fuck you. Alright. Catch you later, Benny. Assuming you're heading off to streaming or maybe off to bed, I have no clue. I forget what time it is in your zone. Maybe you're going to work. I don't remember anymore. It's been so long since I knew your schedule. That's what happens when you take a mental health break. Go ask my mom. Ah. Right. Well, hopefully she does well. Yeah. Funny thing is, I almost forgot my birthday. Sorry, I almost forgot how old I was because of how much focus I was on my mental health at the time. Because what happened was, my birthday happened, and then not long after that, I went to focusing on my mental health and just like looking into studies on like those things that were bothering me at the time, and just like so focused on that, I didn't realize how long I was gone until I come back, which was like a day before I hopped by Benny's stream, which was like the 18th. Okay, so here, what was it? I took like a week of mental health, and then basically I took a break, visited my mom for a little bit, then came back, and then as like right as October was beginning, I was doing more mental health for myself, just to try to take care of some things that I had concerns of myself. And it was like, okay, that happened, and I didn't realize that. It's just like, okay, I'm finally feeling confident where I can finally feel like I can come back to streaming and feeling just great finally. And then I look at the date, I'm just like, it's the fucking 18th. I'm like, holy shit. I have been fucking gone for so long. Oh my god. So 18 days straight. I'm just focusing on that. It's like, holy shit. Well, I guess I definitely needed some help on that for sure. Holy crap. Because there's so many fucking concerns I need to take care of at the time. And there's also the stress of just like tons of streaming as well. It's just like I need to break from that too. And so it's like multiple things at once, and just like as I'm trying to take care of them, and then like as I'm coming back, I'm like, wait, how old am I again? Am I 24? What the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm 25. I had to fucking estimate basically on like what the year is and like what month it is. I'm like, okay. So, okay. According to what year it is. And the fact that my birthday month came up recently, right before I took my break. Okay. Calculations according to math. Give me a moment. I realized, oh, I'm 25. Rather than something 24. Because my brain is just like, literally like, within a week after my birthday. And it's like, I was focusing on my mental health, and then it's just like, okay, then I just like visit my mom after that. It's just like, oh. Then it's just like, holy crap. How can I forget my birthday already within that much time? And it's like, I come back and just like, oh no. I was like, okay, well, concerning I didn't finish what I had to do, I was just freaking deep with it, like, okay. Realize it's fucking 3 weeks later on me just going focusing on that shit. I was like, holy shit. Okay, how old am I again? But to be fair, this isn't the first time I forgot how old I am. I've done it several times. It's mostly because, like, usually it's categorized with my memory itself. And because I don't, like, really party it out or anything on my birthday, I usually just, like, do a casual thing, like, as if it's a normal fucking day. And then, like, whatever happens with my mom usually does since for my birthday. It's just like, she brings over a few gifts or whatever, and then it's just like, okay, hang out a little bit, talk, and then that's it. But pretty much for my birthday. And then sometimes maybe I'll go visit her or whatever. A little bit after my birthday. And then just like, okay. So, in reality, there's no group meeting, no nothing beyond that. So my mind, it doesn't fucking, like, merge anything with it. And the only reason I even remembered I even had a birthday was because of the shit that was going on during my birthday. Like, because I actually had a live stream during my birthday. And then on top of it, Robin, for some reason, followed the stream. Like, not long after, I'm just like, wait, this makes no sense. Because Robin is my moderator. So I'm just like, okay, this makes no sense. Literally, like, the next day, or whatever, like, after my birthday, she followed, and then, like, all of a sudden, she just goes into fucking pitch darkness of just, like, not talking anymore, and then, like, she is disconnected on Steam, like, she's not in my friends list. I'm like, okay, something's not right. And I realized, apparently her name has been changed on Twitch as well. So I'm just like, what in the fucking world is going on here? And so it's just like, luckily I can remember even those events that happened. And I tried messaging her to see what the heck is going on, and she hasn't responded back. Even, like, within the 3 weeks after I come back from, like, visiting my mom, it's just like, huh. So even after, like, the entire month of October has gone by, still Robin has not messaged me back. But also, I'm used to Robin just basically be gone for several months at a time. But I've never had it to where she's, like, just never decided to talk to me when she come back. And it's just like, okay, weird. Like, suddenly, like, this time that she does come back, suddenly, like, there's a follow on my channel, and then suddenly her name is changed within a few days of that. And then, like, a couple days later, unfriended on Steam? No clue what's going on. Like, because I do respect her, like, what she wants to do. Like, okay, she wants to take a break from whatever, like, because I understand that she does have stress at work and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, whatever, like, I'll respect her, like, if she wants to take her breaks and do whatever she wants. I'm not gonna, like, bother her during her time that she wants to take off. But it's just like, okay, this is very, very suspicious. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. But yeah, it's just weird that, like, I completely forget how old I am. Because of the coincidences of, like, within a week after, like, within a week after I did my live stream, for my birthday. I think it was, or maybe it was 2 weeks after I did, for my birthday. Anyways, I took a week, did a little bit of mental health fixing. Felt a bit better, not completely better, but decided to do a little bit of visiting with my mom. And just see how everything's going on with her. I think it was like about 3 days, maybe a little bit more than that, of a break I had with her. Just talking to her casually, doing whatever. And then I come back. Then, like, it was literally the beginning of October. Like, literally, like, probably, like, the very first day. And then it was, like, all the way up to the 18th. I was literally just focusing on my mental health. And it's just like, my god. I was gone for this long, and I somehow forget my birthday. Somehow forget how old I was, actually. I didn't forget my birthday, I forgot how old I was. Just like, how? And it's like, okay. Glad I could solve it after I came back, but jeez. The fact that it's even possible still. After like, I think I solved it like 3 times over my lifetime of how old I was. Because of how shit has happened over the years. And it's just like, okay, you have to sort of bookmark it. And it's like, okay. Assuming my birthday, so that means 1 year older. Okay, makes sense. Because the first time I forgot, I must have been like 15 or 16 years old. Second time I forgot, must have been in between 17 to like 20 years old. Somewhere's in between there. I just completely forgot it. Also, bear in mind, those were dark times for me. And then the third time, of course, was this time. When I forgot how old I was. Yeah, in between, what was it? 2015 till 2019? Maybe a little bit later than that, I don't know. Somewhere in between there. Yeah, because COVID didn't hit until 2020. I believe so, yeah. This is because 21 COVID hit. What did I trying to remember? Yeah, because I was already 22 before I got my first job. I was 21. Yeah, it must have been 2020 because it was 2019 when everything went fucking downhill for me. Well, after the fire, anyways, everything went downhill. But the main thing that was like the dark time for me was between 2015 and 2019, I would say. Maybe 2018, somewhere around there. Could be wrong. Maybe it was 2017 that was, like, it stopped at. But, like, I do remember, like, all the shit that was happening during the time. And then it was just, like, 2019 hit. And, yeah, somewhere around there, like, a whole bunch of shit happened. I've explained before how that whole story went down the fire and a whole bunch of complicated shit happened after that. But yeah. But yeah, in between the time of 2015 to probably like 2018, I completely forgot how old I was. That's how fucking dark the times were for me. According to Twitch, apparently I met Dorian in 2017. I don't remember if I was in training yet or wasn't. I know it was after I met Az, which was in 2017, which means I must have been done with it by 2018. Yeah, I have to guess so because it took me like, oh God, like 3 months, maybe more, maybe 5 months. I don't know, like how long the training itself took me for my mental design, but yeah. So, in case you're wondering what the fuck I'm talking about with training, so to explain it, uh, well, after high school, there was dark time for me where just like I just wasn't thinking right anymore. It's because like I had no friends or anything. It's like I come along to Twitch and just like I finally get some friends and it's like I'm able to finally clear my mind. And then I managed to think clearly with a clear mind and was able to focus on doing Jedi training with my mind itself. So that way I couldn't like really have to worry about much anymore to do with mental like physical wellness because there was a huge depression time before that. And it was a matter of controlling my own self in my own way. That the reason why I took the mental training part of Jedi training. It's sort of just like to help with the mental flow. So like, let's say there was a huge like problem in discussion, like uh some sort of thing that would normally cause someone to be angry and like like probably I guess attack in a certain way, which I had some of those issues before that. Well, but it wasn't like extremely bad except for until like right before I got in high school. But yeah, it's like anyways, during the break time I was able to just like fix all that before I took my training and everything like that and able to hop on Twitch and everything. Meet up with some cool people. But anyways, yeah. What the crap? But yeah, it was basically I took the training myself because I was sort of training myself over the years anyways. But I just wasn't able to do the complete training itself because one part about it is you actually have to do it with a completely clear mind. Because you actually have to take yourself to ground zero. Ground zero is where you basically there's nothing on your mind at all. There's no emotion there at all. No thought process, which is why it's highly dangerous to take as a process. But luckily for me at the time, I didn't have any risk because like, well, I had no friends from high school, or no friends in general from school that ever visited me. There was this is like, okay, I had a few friends that I even were to even get on Twitch. It's like, okay, at that point, it just helped me with getting a clear mind. And then it was like, okay, because if you do it with focus of someone on your mind, or if you do it with focus, like, as in an emotion on your mind itself, it can be somewhat more difficult. If you do it with emotion, you won't be able to do it clearly with mind and actually break yourself down to ground zero and build yourself up from there. But also, there is also the focus of, like, okay, you could also lose yourself as well if you don't have everything cleared off of your mind as well. If you don't know how to do it quite right, like, you could literally just lose, like, all friendship and like, who the fuck are you? It's like, luckily that didn't happen to me. But I was willing to take the risk because it's just like I just met the people on Twitch and was like, okay, I got a clear mind, and it actually helped me with getting a clear mind in the first place. So I highly doubt that it would even get that sort of thing to happen to me. Like, luckily, none of the bad results did happen with it. But yeah, it took like several months of training myself. It was like nobody heard from me for months while I was doing it. And then I finally eventually came back to Twitch and I felt much better after that. But, yeah. It sort of just helps me with my decision making more and how I react to things over time. mostly just my overall mental awareness of things. It's like, if someone were to try to piss me off, they literally couldn't into combat-wise. Because it can't be used to distract me in that way. So, like, let's say, I even explained this to, like, some other people as well. It's just like, don't expect me just to, like, appear up at your funeral or be crying over your death. It may look like as if I have no heart or anything, or like I'm just the most fucking darkest person ever. But in reality, there's a reason behind it. And there's, like, the main reason is, like, okay, well, think about it. If you're just crying over it, or anything like that, there's not really any use to it. Like, the person isn't going to come back to life because you're crying over it. It's like, well, this is part of life at this point. And number two, it's just like, well, you also don't want that to distract you from, like, what your normal day-to-day things are. You want to be able to do normal things that you have been doing anyways, which, of course, my overall goal is, like, just helping people in general. So it's like, well, that's always good. It's like, there isn't really much of a downfall to it, except for people think I'm heartless sometimes. It's fine. Those type of reactions, because it's like I'd have nothing of a reaction if someone had died. It's like, well, they died. Okay, time to move on. It's just like, it's like, yeah, I knew them. It was pretty good to know them, and it's like, well, yeah, they passed, but it's like, what can I really do about it? And then just like go on to the next thing, sort of. It sounds pretty dark, but unfortunately, it's a risk I have to take with everything, and it's also just it's like, in a way, it's also sort of obvious. It's just like, well, I mean, if you're thinking about it all the time, you're distracting yourself from your own passions that you want to do. But also, at the same time, there isn't much of a use to it because that person isn't coming back. No matter how much you fucking whine about it. So it's just like, it seems like I'm dark humored about it, but I'm not. It's also to help me with my overall decision on things as well. It's just like, okay, concerning I'm not really distracted by this sort of thing. It's just like, okay, I can focus on it and actually make the proper decisions rather than just be like, oh, because this emotion or whatever is like, oh, you murdered this friend of mine. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. No. Instead, I actually take judgment, not judgment as in judging the person, as in like, justice is proper word to it, but basically like making sure that they pay for the crime to go into court or whatever it is, jail sentence or whatever it is, rather than just being focused on an emotion and be like, oh well, fucking kill him, and then it's like, no. Sure, that might be the good thing for the person who died or whatever or was hurt, like in their way, but there's also the justice side of it as well. As like, it's like, when you think about it overall, it's like, okay, what would be the best ideal situation? Would it better be for them to be paying for their crimes throughout their life and just being in the misery of what they've done and actually realize what they've done with their life, or just end their life and then that not have them even have any thought of what just happened to them? See? So that's why I just take the justice route. Uh, I don't think we're making any progress on this at all. Was he just dreaming about the TV? Oh boy. Anyways, that's the main explanation to it. But the overall mental thing that I was doing, like, within the last month or so, is completely separate from that. Mostly just things that happened over my life. Some things that need to be concerned about, some things don't. Depends on what it is. And then there was also the stress of just me streaming constantly. There's some concerns about that as well. It's just like, okay, crap. Because I realized, here's the one thing that I realized when I was streaming last, is when I decided to start using the camera versus like when I wasn't using the camera. I realized more people weren't wanting to watch anymore. I'm just like, okay, what in the world could I have possibly done wrong here? So then there was also my own fucking mental breakdown of that as well. Just like, what the crap? It's like, I've worked my way around. It's just like, I've done nothing wrong within the community itself. Although there was that one time with the Call of Duty game, Finest Hour, but I did also agree that, hey, I do plan on finishing it, so it's not like I plan on just abandoning that game. It just made no sense. Like, I felt confident in myself over the time that I just been on Twitch. It's like, well, alright, let's see what happens. It's just like, just use the camera over time, and it's like, I noticed like the numbers were going down and shit, and not really any people were ever popping up. I'm just like, okay, this is very odd. When I usually just support a very good environment beyond everyone, and not very much a judgmental area. But okay, no clue why this is happening. So within that, I was also having a breakdown of that, but I also was a breakdown of other things that was a concern to me. That I just had to take care of. That was like throughout my life in general. God. But then there was also, of course, the side thing of just me streaming so much that was just like, okay, how much effort I was putting into streaming every single day was just a fucking breakdown for me. Because there was two reasons why it was a breakdown for me. It was mainly because I had to focus on playing a game almost every single day. But then there was also the second breakdown part of it, which was I was not able to just completely play on my own. Because I had to do with like viewership, and it's still, I'm thinking I might have to freaking go back there again. But the reason why that is because I'm trying to go for affiliate. And after 2 years of live streaming and I still have an affiliate, when it's a 3 average viewership, but yeah, I do so many hours with it, it's sort of a bit of a letdown. Which is also a huge stress on me. And just like, after I've hit affiliate, I don't care for my scheduling after that. It's like, for what games I end up playing. It's just like, okay. But I'm also having the stress of just like, okay, so many people want this game. It's like, okay, well, that's gonna be good. Hopefully, and then just like, okay, oh crap, not many people hop on my ball. I have to cut it short because it's like this, and it's like not many viewers. Like, it was so stressful at the time. Because after I hit affiliate, I was just like, okay, we can do the average system, and just like, okay, what games do people want me to play? It's like, okay, these retro games. It's like, okay, cool, and it's like, maybe I have some few ideas along the way. Alright, cool, just play those, and not really have to worry about like whether or not if I have a certain amount of people watching or not. Which I almost want to yell at Twitch about that sort of thing and be like, hey, you guys, I put so many freaking hours into live streaming, yet I'm not getting a good average here because of how many hours I put in. And that's making a huge stress on me because I'm trying to go for affiliate. So, if one way, Twitch themselves are stressing me out because it's like trying to go for affiliate is one thing, and it's like, why should it have to be this hard when you put so much effort into it? When for so long I was just having so much fun doing it in my own way. Like, okay, play whatever game I think about playing, or maybe if someone votes it in or whatever. Okay, cool, play those games. And that was so fun to do. But then it's just like 2 years happen and just like me live streaming constantly and just like I put in over 100 hours within no time. And I know I have people that come over, and I know there's average of like 3 sometimes. But then a lot of times there was maybe a little bit less than that in average. But it's because of how many hours I put in. Like 8 hours or more at a stream. So there was that huge stress point. I was like, okay, I need to try to go for affiliate by pushing it, and it just was like, ridiculous. Trying to push for affiliate based off an average viewership, which that's one thing you should not have to worry about when live streaming is your average viewership, because then it's like pushing you into games that just like initially will you always enjoy. And there's also like the point of where it's just like pushing yourself so far out of one particular game, just so that way you can get the average viewership within so many days of the month. It's like, oh god, how in the world am I gonna do this? And it's so much stressful on top of that. I don't like that about Twitch. It shouldn't be that much of a stress. The person that wants to take their own scheduling, their own gaming. Or whatever their hobby is, you know, like, it could be music, it could be art, I don't care. But still, like, it shouldn't be that much of a stress to become an affiliate, especially with how many hours I put in at the time. You think there would just be an override at this point? Especially with all the support I put through for Twitch themselves over the time. And there's only been like one freaking major complaint within the entire time I've been on Twitch. Which was just that freaking, what was it? Sponsorship thing that they were trying to do recently. Like a few months ago when I was doing Red Dead Redemption. They were just saying like, oh, you can only fit so much in your screen. You can't have a video of your sponsor or anything like that in the video or something like that. And it's like, and then like so many other bull crap on that. On top of that, it's just like, you realize like that would also affect like uh, like charity events and stuff like that as well, and it's like it was just so annoying. Why did that just crash? Twitch, why did you just crash? Well, that's gonna be taking a little while for it to load back up. But yeah, Twitch in general, it's just a huge stress. It shouldn't be. Especially with how much effort I put into it. And what I enjoy doing. What? Especially with how many hours, how much effort. It's like, okay, well, this person is like, we have bots or whatever. It's like, okay, take care of that. And it's like, also trying to make sure that it's also a welcome community. Also, once again, the app has crashed. Twitch, not know why. But also, there's also many times where I'm just like, I'm not aware of like, if I should do a particular thing on Twitch or not. So I end up having to like message Twitch to themselves, and it's like, okay, all right. So it's not like I ever try to break any ground. As a matter of fact, I've tried to close it in even further on like what the grounds are, which I remember being where I was playing Red Dead Redemption. Dorian came on by. He's like, well, if you do live streaming on YouTube and stuff like that, it could be like also help out with viewership. And it's like, okay, well, okay. Also have to worry about affiliate there as well. So it's like, okay, let's see if that, let's say if I did, you know, become an affiliate, then it would have just broke at that point. Because it would be like, okay, the people trying to watch on YouTube, because I respect both like sides of someone wants to use YouTube or someone in prefer wants to use Twitch, whatever. It shouldn't really have to be like a major concern. Like, well, certain people prefer to watch on YouTube because certain things of them or whatever it happens to be. It's like, okay, watching both platforms. I don't mind it. But I also was thinking the problem was like, okay, well, with Twitch, at the time it's like, okay, I'm an affiliate. I can't no longer do it on YouTube. It's like, okay, I want to keep it at the same exact environment at all times. That's why, like, with anything that I add to offers of what we can do on stream, I either expand it further or I just rethink it through wise. Because I don't want to ever remove a feature in the process. Because you'd always have those people that come back for like they actually really enjoy a feature that you may have. And I don't want it to be a bad experience for either side. So there's like, yeah, there's that as well. It's just like whenever I do video games, for like suggestions, I can expand upon it, but I think about the system that's built for it, that I'm expanding with it. It's like, okay, if we expand it in this way, what happens if this breaks? Or can this break down at some point? I have to think about everything before I actually add in the extra system. That's why with a lot of the systems I have built on here, it's just like, okay, we have them specifically designed around a certain way. Are you really trying to freaking cause problems right now? Well, is wrong with this guy? Anyways, we're not making progress in this game. So I'm gonna have to probably do it some other time. Let's see here. So tomorrow, I'll have to come up with some sort of game for the morning part, but there will be a game in the afternoon part, no doubt about it. Let's just see who can rate up at this point. Let's see here. Looks like SJ is playing New World. I believe New World was that game that broke so many people's graphics cards. Read. Come on. There it goes. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna probably have one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. I have to think about what other games I'll have this month. That'd be pretty difficult, but whatever. Anyways, catch you guys later.